Hey family, we are back, huh? Back at it, getting all my stuff situated before we jump into the first game of the evening. And in fact, that took a lot less time than normal, so we're going in for it. Traditional standard ranked, best of 3. I think I'm going to start again, best of 1, because I quite enjoyed that yesterday. Was having a grand old time clicking this deck, standard ranked, best of 1, let's get it. Just as simple as that. We were well above 50% win rate yesterday in best of 1, I think. Not well above, because I feel like that leads to one believe that's like 80%. We were probably like 60% if I were to hazard a guess. And this guy looks like he's evil, pure evil, and I don't like that. But I do indeed like this hand. Very good hand indeed. We'll see what happens. Usually when they run these sleeves, they're up to no good. My goals for today's stream, very, very tame goals. Nothing crazy. It should be very easy to do so. The goals are this. I'm not going to play a creature except for this one, and in fact this one, before the combat phase. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do. Just not do that again. Let's do this first. I think that's okay sequencing. Then next turn, hopefully, maybe we'll draw planes and we can do some 3 mana things. On time. You are exactly on time. Properly punctual. Welcome back. Hopefully your day has been going very smoothly. Okay. Is today going to be the day that I win against elementals? Not sure. Not sure. This hand is not that fast, but it's also not that slow. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm going to do damage while I can, because I don't think they play that much removal against me. And this is already a lot of damage. I think this was the correct line of play here. A flyer would be nice. I will be able to modify the Wonder Weave momentarily. So I think we leave that on top. Even though I would love removal. But after 6 damage, maybe I just need to go tall and high with the flyers. Not with this hand, probably, but we'll see. Maybe they have no more lands. Maybe. Whoa, Yube. Welcome, David. Welcome back, David and Raimi. The crew is almost all here. This is nuts. I set very low-hanging fruit of goals for myself today. I literally only have on the docket just not play a creature before combat phase. You know, unless it's turn 1, turn 2. Also, too, if I have Optimistic Scavenger on the board and I play this, I mean, there's some times where it's appropriate. But the inappropriate times to not play a creature, that's my only goal for today's video, is just to not do that. Because, oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Well, this is a little tricky now. I kind of actually want to play the Wonder Weave before combat so I can put the thing on the Wonder Weave and then modify my Wonder Weave already. But that seems a little risky for the bisky. Someone did say in the chat, probably not with this hand, meaning that it's too slow. But if I play it this way, maybe it's fast enough. Okay, I'm going to try it. Okay, so far it's working. Auto pay. On the Wonder Weave. 7, scrying again. Ethereal armor will just end the game next turn if he doesn't just go absolutely nuts. So maybe. So you're telling me there's a chance. Arena's telling me there's a chance right now. Oh, geez, that Yube it is. I beat elementals. Unbelievable. Is that how this stream goes? If it is, I ain't gonna complain. Oh, they had it. OMG, is that Raimi from Dino? Speaking, I was actually thinking about Dino Monday periodically throughout the day. I was wanting to ask you guys, how the hell was Dino Monday? Perfect time to play it first main. LOL, good game. I play tested this mono white deck. It's very 50-50 on win rate. Bro, that's exactly what I've been experiencing. So the fact you're saying that to me right now, also, DJ, welcome back, my friend. I am very glad you said that because that's what I've been experiencing. And because I've been experiencing that, I felt like a bad player because I just feel like 50-50 is just not good enough. Just not good enough. But maybe I just need to recenter the whole mind thing. It is not, sadly, 6 hours of sleep. Had to wake up early for Chinese New Year. It didn't go great. Mom causing problems like always. Then plans got canceled with friends because of the damn rain. Damn it, Mai. That sucks. Well, since it was a bad day, that means that there's only one way for the rest of your evening to go, and that is up. You know what I'm saying? You're here. No, you're here, the bottom of the camera, only way to go up. So let's hope your night turns around. And Happy New Year. Dinosaurs are important to me, as they are to everyone. They make my cars go vroom vroom, you know what I'm saying? I really hate the rain. So do I. I have what's called seasonal depression, and it wreaks havoc on the mind, on the mind's eye. Whenever my mind's eye sees the rain, my mind's eye blinks, a continuous blink, also known as closing the eye, and the darkness also plays a factor of the seasonal depression. Down on Monday I went 2-1, and Ian went 1-2. Raimi got the upper hand on Ian today. Smoked that fool, I guess. Let's hope so. It's also rainy for me too. I went 2-1. I realistically should probably go as it's 2 a.m. every time you go live. Oh, that's unfortunate, David. However, let me actually keep 7. I don't want to think this guy. I don't want to make this guy think I'm bad mannering him. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign at all. However, if you have to go, David, I 100% understand. It's late for me too, but it's not nearly as late for you as it is for me. But if there's ever a shining light at the end of the tunnel, I do hope to eventually start going live earlier and earlier. But life do be lifing. I'm just trying my best. We're all out here trying our best, and that's all we can do. Okay, what do I want to do? That's the question. I think the Wonder Weave is the correct answer here. A Spell Snare. Get him out early. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures. This looks okay. This looks... There's potential here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now he has 5 cards to my 4 creatures. I would like to start doing the things. Doing the things is what I want to do. Let's see. All right, that's hit the field cleanly. And now I have 2 creatures to wreak havoc with. And there's another Spell Snare, I believe. Come on, you fucking reptilian piece of shite. All right, 1 creature on the board, 4 cards in hand, 2 more creatures in my hand. Let's see what happens. I got to buy and beat other Ian. What's a sleep schedule? Exactly. Oh, it does affect me emotionally too. It's honestly crazy. If I look at the rain too long, very rainy day, there was a slug when I got home. Slug, disgusting. Gary the Snail apparently is a slug. And isn't that just a bit disappointing to hear? 3 mana. Well, I guess he has 3 cards. I have 2 creatures. Surely this is not going to go awry for me, right? Right. And turn. I did not get to play Ian, unfortunately. That is unfortunate. Also forgot you won the last match. Would you have won? My young birthdays was always raining and I cried because I never got to do the things on my birthday as a young teen. The rain ruins everything for me. Dinosaurs too strong. The rain is just an awful, awful thing. That is the main reason why my biggest goal in life for the longest time has been to get the hell out of HE double hockey sticks. I am sick of it. And I'm on the precipice of making that happen. He still has 3 cards and I still have 2 creatures. Potentially, he may run out of removal eventually, right? One may hope, but now he has 4 cards. He's milling cards. Let's see what's in his graveyard. I haven't even been paying attention. Oh, he already has a thing. And he already has the mana to probably do the thing. So the game is over, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I wasn't even paying attention, so I kind of feel like a donkey, and he actually has 2 of them. And he's bringing this in. Am I going to survive another turn? It doesn't seem likely. Another creature goes bye-bye. And there's Cavaro. Cavero? Whoever he is, I hate this fucking loser. Dinosaur's too strong. I like the rain. To be honest, good environment to be slippery in. The slippery boggle makes an appearance in the chat early. I don't even want to look at these losers. So I try to play through how many forms of removal? At least 4, right? At least 4? Maybe even more. And that's just ridiculous. I was thinking throughout the day today that I kind of want to change up my deck drastically, but as pointed out, it would no longer be really aggressive because I want to remove all my cheap stuff because Reckoning Hex kills it. That stupid Spell Snare kills it. So if I put in all 3 mana stuff, I could still kind of be aggressive. And then, you know, be happier against Dimir. But if I don't run into Dimir very often in best of 1, maybe it's a moot issue. But if I go to best of 3 again, which I do want to do because, you know, the whole sideboarding thing is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. I enjoy it. I don't know. It's an interesting thought. Butterhugger's sideboard does include a lot of 3 mana, so maybe it's better than what I give it credit for. And you know what? That is pretty annoying. So maybe I just... I don't know. Already hard decisions. Hard decisions to be made for sure. I don't think it's that hard. I'm just going to attack for 1. And then I'm going to play this. That's my move. I'm going to attack with it anyways. And he's back at 20. So, you know, there's positivity there. Even though that was a very basic play, I didn't make the normal me mistake of just putting that before combat. He has a blue up now. He does indeed have a blue up now. So what if I just feel it out a little bit? Because this can't be Spell Snare because it's 1 mana, right? It's only 2 mana. Let's put it on my Spellbook Vendor. And then put the Spellbook Vendor's roll on the Spellbook Vendor to get it outside of the whole 3 damage range. And then because now it's a 4/4, I'm going to attack with both things, obviously. Share the Love. And honestly, I'm probably scared for nothing. It's probably like a draw spell. Because that's usually what happens. I freak myself out. Nope, it's actually something. Get Lost. Very fascinating. But I still scry, right? I do still scry. Low-key kind of want to keep that land. That opens up more possibilities next turn, no matter what. Let's keep it on top. Weirdly enough. 2 damage. Still have my Seam Rip authorities. Okay, this is interesting. A blue-white deck. Don't run into those very often. Is this a control loser? Potentially a control loser. Huh. Ian's words echoes through my head. Play Feather of Flight more often. Let's do this first, just to see what he's working with. Can I get a little bit of a vibe check? A Plains. Well, if I play this and it gets like Spell Snared, I'll feel bad. However, I'd rather have this get Spell Snared than the Most Helpful Weaver because obviously that's a creature with value. Let's just try it. See what happens. One less thing to be scared of. It's happening. I get to draw a card. No way. That is definitely going to get losted. Get losted. Get away from me in a place I don't know. Draw 2 cards, then discard a card. 4 damage will take it. I don't know how technical that turn was, but I think it was okay. Senator's running rampant with graveyard shenanigans. Rain is very nice. When went hiking in the rain yesterday, I saw a big salamander, a pack of coyotes, and a big heron. Should just make another deck instead of tinkering with this one. There are plenty of budget decks that are different to play. There's a heron that just sort of hangs out in my apartment complex at night. That's pretty cool. You should feed that heron. You should give it a fish. Hey, he had the same idea as me. Okay, 4 mana. He has 1 mana up. Both of these are spell snareable. Which one would I be less okay with him spell snaring? I would be more okay with him spell snaring this. And it's not getting spell snared. So now I'm just going to play my Wonder Weave. Perfect. Maybe he has a bunch of stinkers in his hand. Maybe I've outlasted the... Oh, nope. There it goes. Awesome. But my enchantment stays. I guess I just do more of the same. He's down to 3 cards. So maybe I don't be a silly feller. And, I'm just going to do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to do this. Should I do both? I don't think he really cares about his graveyard, and that's cheaper, so I can do more shenanigans if this gets killed. So if he pops off in a different way than just destroying my stuff, you know what I'm saying? He's going down to 10? In this economy? Unbelievable. I think I'm just leaving everything else in my hand. Is this one of those decks where he doesn't do anything and hopes to, like, just play that one card that, like, plays 2 monks, and that's his entire deck? It's starting to seem like it, but I didn't think that was blue-white. I thought that was, like, all the colors. Not sure what's happening here. Okay. I mean, Seam Rip is... Oh, wait. If it is the monk thing, maybe Seam Rip would be good. But if that does happen... it's probably pretty much game over anyways. Maybe I do that next turn if I survive. In turn? Yeah. I don't know. This is a weird game for me. Very weird game. I'm not playing aggressive. Draw 3 cards. Has 1, 2... Ooh. A lot of mana still up. I will never know what kind of deck that was. Never know. I'm assuming it's that monk trash deck. I don't like that deck. Very one-dimensional. I mean, my deck is obviously one-dimensional, but, you know, there's some interesting lines that could be had. But that deck is literally just one-dimensional. You have a card, it lights up, you play the card. Not sure. Let's go. Rank up game right now. Reprint Slippery Bug one's a standard, not gonna lie. I want to get a bearded dragon and name him Potato. That's a great name for a bearded dragon. Not going to lie. You can get multiple potatoes for much cheaper and name them whatever you want. Great point as always, Aspect. Why get a bearded dragon when you can cast Insight Out on a tireless tribe and win the game? True. How foolish I've been. Most people don't consider that. So easy. Okay. A nerve-wracking hand depending on what I play. However, it could be a very good hand. So I'm keeping it. Ooh, that's cool. I don't know what that is. I mean, I know what it is, but I don't know like what it's called. Man, that dude's just having a grand old time. Whatever. Whew. I'd be friends with this guy for sure. He seems a little pompous, not gonna lie, but ooh, another elemental deck. This is definitely not fast enough for an elemental deck. But I do have a way to get rid of the roaming throne. But he already has his big thing out. We'll see. I can draw anything. The world is my oyster. And this game is the pearl. Hiding inside, a treasure for us all. That's why you're a Pro Tour champion. Ashling Rhinebound. So he has this. And then... Does he not get mana for this? Man, I hope I rank up this game. Okay, it's 2 mana. 3 mana, in fact. 4 mana. Holy crap. 4 mana available to him on turn 2 is just nuts. Just nuts. But he's taking a long time to think, which makes me think that maybe he didn't take a very good... Like, maybe he took a very questionable hand. One could hope, But with a card like this, it really doesn't matter, does it? I mean, you'll eventually just draw whatever you want. Why is this guy looking so nervous? Inside out combo. Whoa, is that Butterhugger from Dino Mondays? I ate some gosh darn chicken tenders today. And if you really squint your eyes, cock your head, maybe, just maybe, they can look like some dinos. But no, they really can't. Removal? Bounce off? Really? I don't think I've ever seen Elementals play a bounce off. Maybe I have, I just don't remember. Maybe I have. Just seems super unfair. But the way he's playing makes me have hope. Maybe I shouldn't have hope. And there it is. Card's ass, and this guy's ass as well. Dryad Militant. Feather of Flight on my Dryad Militant. Draw a card. No ethereal armor for Dryad Militant. As of right now, 4 cards. And a 1-drop. Unbelievable. Okay, maybe this hand was too slow after all. Maybe, just maybe. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even matter if I draw a Seam Rip, really. Sheltered by Ghost would have been nice, but of course, they can see my hand. Whoever made that card deserves a flogging. Is it in the list? It is in the list. Okay, that's good to know. As well, a Sunderflock. Winter Night Stories. Unbelievable value this guy has. Should I play Arena or MTGO? I cannot say. I really don't understand why they have two. I still don't understand why they have two systems. One, two, three. I have 5. I can do a lot of stuff here. But he has Sunderflock available to him. So maybe I just scry? Am I going to get bounced off again? It doesn't seem like it. I think I'm going to scry. Oh, fantastic. And he's not going to see that either. I could potentially sneak out a win. Potentially. Very small chance. Thunderflock is probably going to hit the field, so I shouldn't get my hopes up. But I'm getting my hopes up. Maybe he tries to be greedy. Plays like 2 Roaming Thrones or something instead of a Thunderflock. But does Thunderflock have Flash? I think it might have Flash. But again, maybe he just gets greedy and just like uses all of his mana for a wide board. Come on. Be greedy. He's thinking about it. He wants to be greedy. Who doesn't want to be greedy? It's easy. Red was spent to cast that this creature deals 3 damage to target creature. Okay. 2 more mana. And he has this. Flame Braider. Okay. Okay. Sheltered by Ghosts. This is not going to be enough. What's the most scary thing here? I mean, I don't think it really matters, but I do. At 2 mana, probably this. I don't know. Ah, damn. Whatever. I feel like I've seen some wild stuff. I don't want this to get played against me again. And this is the biggest thing. So let's just take this. And I have a blocker in addition. This will be 10. And I'll have lifelink. So maybe he doesn't kill me. He's definitely going to play Thunderflock, and I'll be sad. But there's still a chance, right? There's still a chance. I mean, that doesn't really do anything, but I'm still going to just leave it on top because it is maybe. I should have scryed it away. Probably needed to scry Sheltered by Ghosts in this situation, but the likelihood of me drawing out of 46 cards, them being a 2 of, is very low. Very low on the totem pole there. And there's no way. 2 out of 2 games playing Elementals against Elementals. And we are Platinum Tier 1. Whew. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Because I am fatigued. I am not going to lie. I'm extremely fatigued. I missed some chats while I was concentrating. Should I play Arena or MTGO? If you can't say, who can? Moto is better for some things. MTGO is the better software for competitive Magic, but worse for casual players. Honestly, Arena is beginner friendly. Moto is good for playing random formats. You can Momir there whenever you want. You want to play Momir? I always want to play Momir. Let's queue, dog. Ooh, that's exciting. You can play Pauper and Moto. I think you can play Pauper here, too. I thought there was a Pauper format on MTGA. MTGO has Pauper only upside. Some formats are good on Moto, like Standard Pauper as well. When you think about how cheap the cards are ticks-wise versus it just costing wild cards on Arena, the road to Diamond, you're almost there. Man, it would be so sweet to hit Diamond. That would be a nice little goal. Okay. I think I want to try best of 3 again. And before I do that, I want to look at Butterhugger's side deck real quick. Because I think I really downplayed the effectiveness of these 3 mana cards. Like, especially, I know I downplayed this. Obviously, everyone in the chat seems to love Enduring Innocence, even though I never set it in. Another 3-drop there. Is there any more 3-drops? Because I really want to try that stratagem. Let's see. Creature. Not collected. Okay. There's one, but it's blue. All ones. 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 Jeez Louise, there's a lot of ones. Target creature you control gains protection from the color of your choice. What the hell? That's fantastic. I like that card. All right, 2 drops, 2 drops, 2 drops. My God, 2 drops are going on forever. There we go, 3 drops. Where's the first one? Here it is. Outlast. Each creature you control with +1 has flying. I put +1/+1 stuff on my things. When this creature enters, if you control another knight, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal. I don't have knights. Vigilance is equal to the number of creatures. I don't have that many creatures. Usually, other tab creatures you control have indestructible. Fascinating. Flying, vigilance, and lifelink. Final Fantasy, whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on Aerith Gainsborough. Dying effects. Maybe I don't die if I have 3 drops, you know what I'm saying? Maybe. Ooh, I have this card. Flying, cast more than 1 spell each turn. Oof. But they don't. I'm just thinking about one deck in particular. They don't really do that. But that's interesting. The Pauper format on Arena isn't real Pauper? What? That's fake Pauper? Doesn't have the entire card pool? Oh, that makes sense. It had no ban lists. Hit that diamond, yo. MTGA has fake commander as well. That's true. I knew that one. Mother of Ruin is not standard legal. Oh. Oh. Format legal. Is that all I have to do? Is all this standard legal? Crazy. I'm just going to assume. God dang it, now I'm at the back. Come on. There we go, 2. How does it seem like the list increased to the 2 drops? This is crazy. There we go. This is backward. Toxic 1. That would be kind of fun. When this... I'm just going to go into a best-of-3 game with the knowledge that these 3 drops are better than I expected. And see just what happens. However, I was enjoying myself on best-of-1. So am I just asking to have a bad time? I don't know. But we have to push ourselves sometimes, methinks. Let's just try it. Oh, fuck. Cancel. Hit the wrong deck. That would have been so annoying. Play again. This one. Standard, best-of-3. Let's try it out. That's not. You're not looking at standard only. Felidor retreat against control 20, but I don't know. I gotta look that card up. Make sure you're filtered by standard UB. I linked a deck list for the Demir deck in the server. Probably helpful to look at what the interaction suite is like. You can probably make a serviceable cat deck with pretty minimal investment. Ooh, that's interesting. I did see a couple cat cards there. Didn't fix it. A couple of Elspeth gets you there. Aspect, what's your MTGO? You got to use the top right filter to select standard. I'm reinstalling it right now. Trying to remember. Nice. Oh my god. Right back to it, eh? I think this is still a pretty keepable hand, though. Even, yeah, I'm going to keep it. Because that was the kind of, they have a very similar hand to the last one I did, and I was able to pull that game out by the skin of my teeth. Yes, cool sleeves. Awesome 13 Possum is his name. Seems like a fun-loving fella. He's playing a forest. Love to see this. Love to see it. Spellbook vendor. I would have loved to see it even more if I had a seam rip. But you can't hack for everything. Oh, blue. Badger Mole Cup. Oh, no. Please, seam rip. Come on, give me a seam rip. Just a ridiculous deck. I could still draw the seam rip, though. Come on. No. I can scry into the seam rip. At that point, it's not even... It doesn't really matter as much. Well, maybe one turn too late, but I did ask for it. So that's a win. But all these things tap from... This is 1. An additional mana. So this is... So he has enough. Now he definitely has enough. Oh, he's not attacking. At least there's that. At least I have Vigilance. And I have a Seam Rip. So maybe, just maybe, there's a chance. Let's do the Seam Rip first. Is Badger Mole? Yeah, Badger Mole Cup. Definitely. Badger Mole Cup definitely has to make its early exit. Goodbye. Thank you for that amazing card. I kind of want to play this and then pay it for that, but like, what's the point of that? What's better here? I think maybe just attacking. And then maybe using one Shard Mage to get an extra 5. Decline. attack, 4 damage. He has reachers though. And he could use both reachers. Sheltered by Ghost is such a good card. Leave that on top. Okay. I have a chance. It's a very slim chance. I don't think he's gonna block. He's blocking with 1. He's blocking with 2. So I'm going to die. Oh, I'm not gonna die. I'm a 5/4. And now it feels really bad to use both of my shard mages like this, but I'm pinning all my hopes and dreams on my one spellbook vendor right now. And maybe this puts the tempo in my favor just enough to squeak this one out, because I could Sheltered by Ghosts as Oroboid. Him get minimal value off of that. Oh no, he looks like he has removal. But he has flying. He has a flying vigilance human. How can a human fly? It doesn't even make any sense. And now he's starting to scry for his Oroboid. Oh my gosh. This is very... Oh, do I do this? I feel like I have to play more aggressive than he inevitably will be, but maybe I should have waited to... Maybe I should have waited for the Oroboid to hit the field. Surely he doesn't have a response to this. What could his response be? Interesting, but he's tapped out. And now he can't block. Decline. All attacks. 1 attack. That does not help me in this situation, unfortunately. Done. 7, he's down to 9. There's a bunch of things I could draw. There's a bunch of things. Oh, this is an interesting game. He's thinking. So that's not an obvious Oroboid play. And this is the slowest I've seen green play in so long. Search your library for a creature card with mana value X or less. Put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. Magical Cub, I'm assuming. But why did he pay 3? Why didn't he just play 2? He wants this. You may discard a card if you do. Search your library for a creature. Oh my gosh. Oroboid, right? Harmonize. Okay. So I need to top deck just nutty right now. How much mana is this card? Oh, I could do Seam Rip. Oh, shite. I can still draw Seam Rip. It was enough. But I was excited like I just want to best of one thing. Maybe I don't even change anything. Seam Rip is great. Sheltered by Ghost is great. Spellbook Vendor obviously helped. I don't think there's anything that I really want to... I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I'm not even going to think about it. I play Historic on Arena. I did get Mythic rank a couple times. Damn, DJ, that is... You're a great player. Holy shit, why is Moto so laggy? Kodo moment, MTGO moment, Moto. My MTGO is tree's worst. I added you. Ian, please. All right, he's really thinking about his sideboard. He does not. How does he not have confidence in his amazing deck? He just got unlucky, which surely doesn't happen very often. Maybe he thought himself into a corner, which I often do. But now that he's going first, already puts me at a disadvantage. This hand is a hand that I like. And a Seam Rip. When things go your way, they really go your way, I suppose. Why does his marionette do anything? Kind of rude. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it just feels so good to play this game. Do I be this aggressive? It worked for me last game, huh? Surely they're more concerned about their own doings than mine. And maybe that will be their own undoing. You know, wordplay. Kind of cool. Another Badger Mold Cub. But again, I have the answer. A Leyline Weaver. Okay. Still, I think it's worth it to play the Sheltered by Ghost now. The Badger Mold Cub just gives way too much advantage. But that's a reacher. But it's only one reacher, and I have a Shard Mage up next. Are they doing it? They're doing it. Okay, they have a play for their next turn that they really want to do, which doesn't make me a very happy camper, but, camping could be fun. It's on the list of things I wanted to do this year because I've literally never camped. And why wouldn't you try things, This guy, okay, resolve. So that's 1, 2, 3. What could he do? Another Badgermole Cub? Surely not. Oh, he could get rid of one of my enchantments. This guy's a slippery little feller. Mockingbird. You may have this creature enter as a copy of any creature on the battlefield, okay? He wants a Dryad Militant? No, he wants a Leyline Weaver, okay? My turn. This is an interesting position. Let's start with a Feather of Flight. Because why would you not do that? Optimus Scavenger. Nope, I'm going to hold up the Shard Mage and just keep attacking. A precarious position to be in. Not blocking? Wait a second. Do I have Ethereal Armor on this? I do! That means he didn't block, right? No way! No way! This is nuts! If I continue playing and I just get lucky 2 more times, I could be Diamond. And me, Diamond? That doesn't seem right. That does not seem right. Spell Kodo moment. MTGO, my MTGO. Tree's worse. I had Ian, please. My saying is risk it for the biscuit. I have used that saying today. We are twinsies. People say that sometimes, right? Twinsies? Or is that just dating myself? I'll let you borrow my Momir stuff if you want to play on MTGO. How do you borrow stuff on a game? That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Borrowing something from a game? Can you trade cards on the game? MTGO? When I was looking at it briefly, it seemed like you literally pay money for the specific cards you want, which is a cool concept. But when I was looking at it, it just seemed dated. Like it was potential to have that just be, what is it called? End of life as soon as I get into the game. And it just didn't seem like the wisest choice. As real inventory cards are worth money? Nutty. It's just digital magic, yeah. Pretty cool concept. I wonder if they're going to update that anytime soon. They must be committed to it at this point. They'd probably have a huge brouhaha if they ever did stop doing that. However, I haven't been streaming for very long, guys. However, in this life, one must know his limits. And I think I am at my limit. I thought I was going to force the energy because I've been having a pretty good time doing that lately. And I've been able to hit a second wind. But actually, since trying to do that from the first 30 minutes or so, my eyes have been getting more and more droopy. I just don't think that's riveting television. And I've been noticing that my energy level is just continuing to fail. So I think I must bid an early farewell. And hopefully be able to catch up on my sleep. The good news is that tomorrow should be the last day that I need to be doing chores around the house. However, it's a chore I'm not looking forward to at all. Actually, it's 2 chores. Touch up paint. I kind of enjoy that. It's kind of fun. However, right there is a water heater, and I have to replace the expansion tank and the TMP valve. And after replacing my sink, it just seems like, actually, not even the sink wasn't the main issue. The over-the-range microwave, that was a pain in the butt. So I'm not looking forward to it. But the good news is tomorrow if I do those 2 things, then I'm done with, and then I just can chill. The rest is on everybody else, not me. And that should up my energy levels. MTGO looks like that if for a different audience. Interesting. It used to be that you collect a full playset on MTGO and turn it into no way. That's crazy. If that was still the case, you would be able to find me on that platform in a hurry. Arena gonna have an update for multiplayer when you can make rooms? That would be super cool. Hey, you'll get your sleep. Thank you so much, Butterhugger, for being understanding. MTGO is for masochists that will deal with the horrible interface to play cutthroat Magic. No worries at all. Man, you're so nice. I've got a few commander decks on MTGO that you could borrow as well if you want to try it out. Man, you guys are so nice. I may take you up on that, but I would feel kind of bad borrowing stuff. I don't know. I just need to get used to the fact that there's nice people in the world, and I have met a bunch of them. Okay, now I'm rambling. I've caught up on the chats, so I must bid you all a farewell. Hope to see you all very soon. Mai and the rest of the chat, hope your night goes well. All right, guys. Take it easy, and I'm in the stream right now.